How do you calculate variations effectively in the King's Indian attack? Imagine you are sitting across the chessboard, ready to engage in a battle of wits. The King's Indian attack is a flexible and dynamic opening that can lead to a variety of positions. To navigate these variations effectively, it is essential to have a clear strategy in mind. First, familiarize yourself with the typical pawn structures and piece placements associated with the King's Indian attack. Understanding these patterns will help you anticipate your opponent's moves and plan your own responses. The opening often involves a setup with pawns on d3, e4, and f3, which creates a solid foundation for your pieces. Next, consider the key ideas behind the variations. The King's Indian attack allows 4 different plans based on how your opponent responds. For instance, if your opponent plays a setup with pawns on d5 and e6, you might want to focus on a kingside attack. On the other hand, if they choose a more solid formation, you may need to adjust your strategy to exploit weaknesses in their position. Calculating variations involves visualizing potential moves several steps ahead. Start by identifying the most critical moves for both sides. Ask yourself what your opponent's best responses might be and how you can counter them. It is helpful to practice this calculation in your mind or on a physical board, as it allows you to see the position from different angles. Additionally, studying master games that feature the King's Indian attack can provide practical examples of how to handle various situations. Pay attention to how top players navigate through the complexities of the opening and how they adapt their plans based on the opponent's choices. Finally, remember that practice is key. Regularly playing games using the King's Indian attack will not only improve your understanding of the variations but also enhance your ability to calculate effectively. Over time, you will develop a stronger intuition for the positions that arise and the best ways to respond to them. By focusing on these strategies, you can calculate variations in the King's Indian attack with greater confidence and precision, leading to more successful outcomes in your games.